The Governor's Highway Safety Association recently reported that there were 7,485 pedestrian fatalities in 2021, which is projected to be a 12% increase over 2020. 7,458 pedestrian fatalities is the highest it's been in 40 years and one of the biggest single-year jumps we've seen in decades. On average, this means that pedestrians are killed every 70 minutes here in the US, which is nearly 21 per day. It's kind of a staggering statistic. So we break down the numbers further. We find out that 75% of these pedestrian fatalities and injuries are not actually happening at intersections. They're happening, for example, at mid-road crossings, so somebody not crossing on a crosswalk, actually trying to attempt to cross the road in the middle. So what we understand from human behavior and pedestrian behavior is that humans are really not good at determining the speed and acceleration of vehicles. It's hard for them to determine whether a vehicle is speeding up or slowing down. So we performed some research here at the Virginia Tech Transportation Institute to determine just how difficult it is for people to understand whether a vehicle is accelerating or decelerating, at determining if a vehicle is speeding up or slowing down. So imagine a pedestrian taking a quick glance and making the determination that a vehicle is slowing down, but instead it's actually speeding up, and they decide to cross the road. You end up with a tragic result in this instance. Paul Shea is the founder of a lighting system mounted on the front of a vehicle called Itellmotion. Itellmotion is a system of lighting. It's a smart LED strip in the front of a car that indicates whether a car is slowing or going. Basically, is the car accelerating or is it decelerating? He came up with this idea after he was struck by a vehicle while riding his bike. He luckily survived, but not everybody does. Sometimes innovative ideas come from tragic events. In the case of Paul Shea, the incident was the inspiration and motivation behind deploying a solution to save the countless lives of vulnerable road users that are lost each year. Surprisingly, we do not have lighting on the front of vehicles that helps to communicate with other road users about the speed and acceleration of the vehicle. Itellmotion is designed to do just this in a simple way. Amber is slowing, white is going. What if a lighting system on the front of vehicles could help vulnerable road users make better crossing decisions? Provide people with that piece of information that evades them. Is the vehicle speeding up or is it slowing down? So for example, if the vehicle is slowing down, the light will be amber, but it can also provide a fluctuation of lighting on how much it's slowing down. So imagine it's continuing to slow down more and more, the light will fluctuate back and forth, slower and slower until it's solid. Now the opposite's true for when it's speeding up. So if the vehicle is accelerating, the white light will be moving back and forth, fluctuating, and actually continue to speed up faster and faster to communicate that there's actually a high level of acceleration occurring. So we're looking to investigate the potential benefits of this fluctuation in lighting over just the traditional solid lighting of amber and white. And some of the results with the performance of Itellmotion are really impressive. What we're finding is that when people have this light, they understand a little bit about it, they're now accurate up over 80% of the time. And that's a huge increase over the 20% of what people are really accurate at determining now on the roadways with vehicles that do not have a lighting system like this. So right now, Itellmotion and the system we tested here at VTTI is mounted in the grille area, in the front bumper area of the vehicle. Paul Shea and his team at Pedestrian Safety Solutions are looking to actually transfer this to potentially mount it up on the windshield. In fact, laminate it inside the glass of the windshield in the middle, up higher. So this is a really interesting shift and new deployment of this lighting system to put it in a center-mounted location up closer to the eye height of pedestrians. And we look forward to testing that as some next steps.